Welcome to the Out There channel, live stream 304. 304. Be with you after the intro. We've got a few upgrades again, so we'll see how it goes. Minicam has been updated. Maybe it fixes some things, who knows. How's it sounding out there? So if you're a member on Discord, I have patched through the mothership voice room, so you can talk to me on the live show. If you want to offer some debunks on voice, go ahead. Looks like the CPU's mixing out a bit there. So I just wanted to test it out to see how much CPU it's going to be with the extra voice channel in. Yeah, I don't know how much sleep I got. Hello. Good to be back. So there might be a few problems, niggles. We'll see how we go. Hopefully it's not. You know the rules by now. No swearing, hardcore swearing on the side. Be civil to each other. No trolling, no promoting fraud channels. And help out on the comments on the debunking. If you're a moderator, help out in the comments. So yeah, looks like it all started alright, as far as I can see. Fingers crossed. I'm always scared when you do updates. I always do a backup first, just in case I can roll back, you know. You never know. But yeah, I was going to get up half an hour earlier, and of course what happens is I drift back to sleep again, and then my alarm goes off, which is just enough time to get ready. But yeah, for some reason I'm a bit slower today. Okay, so we need to type in the welcome message. So who we got out there? I don't think I was saying Susan or Rob. We've got Charles and JD. I think that's about it, isn't it? So live stream 304 Saturday. Well, it's Sunday for New Zealand, but Saturday for the rest of the world. We're always in the future. Saturday, vid. UFO vid. It's nice and sunny here in Christchurch today. And it's warming up pretty fast here. Soon we need to cool down rather than stay warm. Swings and roundabouts. Saturday UFO vid analysis. So yeah, Mum's back with us. Everything's back to normal. She sounds a bit better than she was, so let's fingers crossed that she actually gets better. May have been a problem for a long time, because she was always out of wind. But she's on these really super blood thinners. that if you put a nick on your hand, it will just keep on bleeding. I suppose it's some form of rat poison, because that's what they kill rats with, because mice go through small gaps, right, and they cause internal bleeding, and if you got the rat poison in the system, right, it never stops clotting, so they just basically bleed to death inside. So that's how rat poison works. I suppose it was originally invented to kill rats, then progressed to humans. Yeah, so yeah, something crazy has been going on with the subs again. We made it up to 2360 2 days ago, and then 3 subs suddenly vanished off the system. So I'm not too sure if there's some jokers out there or multiple accounts that resub and unsub and resub and unsub on purpose just to try and make it look bad. Crazy people out there. Yeah, Susan. So you could come on voice on Discord to see how it works if you want to. But from what I'm seeing here on the mixer, I'll show you the mixer actually while we've got it up. Here's the mixer. You can see how complicated it is. It's like a real studio, right? So we got a line here that comes in through Jitsi with Rob on that particular software, and this one here comes through hang on, we got the wrong one. That one there comes through Rob, and this one here comes through Discord, and this one here captures the PC speaker, and it all mixes it with these virtual switches here, A1 to A5, and it sends the mic from that one to me and this person, and that mic from that one to this person, and you can see it's quite complex. So you can see why there might be some clicking sound. So this is my master check volume here, so it causes an echo when I unmute it, but it allows me to hear what's going out to Google. And here's my microphone on this one here. This one used to be all my web browser sound coming in this one, but doesn't work for Microsoft Edge for some reason. They messed up the code, so it always goes through the PC speaker one instead. And the last two were spares that I was using to check various inputs through Rob's mic, see how it was mixing. And then you got all your master volumes and stuff I don't use, a lot of stuff I don't use. Plus you could make it deeper and treble and all that sort of stuff, echo, cancellation. So yeah, you can see that's the software that we bought through memberships, and yeah, it's quite professional software, as you can see. So anyone that's using OBS normally has that mixer. It's called Voice Meter Potato. So yeah, I had to figure all that out myself, of course. Understand all the virtual switches and stuff. Just see what you're saying down here. Yeah, thanks, Charles. Yeah, I think you meant to be able to mix in music with the tape thing on the mixer, as well as you also can connect MIDI devices and stuff like that. So yeah, it's quite complex mixer. Probably only use 20% of it just for the sound mixing. Plus you got virtual cables as well, and each of those costs money for the driver. So yeah, so on to the next thing. So you may have noticed that I was working hard yesterday setting up memberships for YouTube. Although we got Patreon, now we got a join button on YouTube, because some people prefer just to use YouTube for some reason. I got Subscribe Star. That's normally a better option, because we get more of the money. Well, if you do subs, but I've made it fairly cheap, the first entry anyway. So I just posted it there, but if you go to my page now, if you go to any video, so I've got this little intro I did yesterday, pretty quick and nasty though, because I didn't have any screen snapshots for it, but it'll do. And you'll see now there's a join button here. Hello, welcome to the Out There channel. Okay, so that's working alright, I think, for the sound as well. So you can see we've got 3 haters on it, is it? 3, yep. So now we've got this join button down here. If you click that, it gives you a rundown of what's available. So what I've done is I created all these little icons yesterday, and for the cost of $4.99 New Zealand, which is probably only a couple of bucks American, I've called it Grey Alien Mantis Leader, which it should be $10 US, I think, which is 17 our money now. Nordic Hybrid, which is the top one there. So obviously you're supporting the channel, trying to pay the running costs, memberships that I have to use, the software I use, and licenses, and also save up for new gear. So yeah, I'll just zoom in a wee bit more here. So I've created a few emojis. So if you just sub as a member, it's $2 a month or whatever it is. You'll get access to some emojis that I've created so far, and we got Pinky the alien, we got the Men in Black, we got what I call the Tybra, which is Tyler mask on the alien, but you got 2 black eyes instead. And you got the Doc CE5 emoji there with Dr. Greer, and we got the UFOs for badges. So the longer you're a member, each month you go up a different level, or every so many months you go up a different badge next to your name in the side chats. So this is all available in the side chat, super chats, and I've made it so you start off with the basic UFO in outer space, and next month it gets a bit more colourful as it's approaching Earth. It's got the sun shining off it, and next month, the 3rd month, it gets a red underbelly, switches on the lights, and then it gets closer to the sun, and it's got the sun behind it, the red. And then the S, it gets a bit thicker there to show that you're a long-term subscriber. And then eventually you get into Earth's atmosphere and you have a cloud behind you, and you get just a nice little colourful little UFO. So that's how I sort of designed it. So yeah, see if anyone takes it up, I guess. If you want to get access to the extra icons, and of course I've got them available in Discord as well now. So they've modified the counter, which if you scroll along here, you now got new members. So it's got even more information at the side there. So when someone joins, that will increase, but we don't need that on the screen. Keep it about there, I suppose. Yeah, I don't know if I got the emoji myself. Oh yeah, I got access to them. So here we go. Pinky. Ready. Oh, that was easy. So I don't know if any of you have got access to it without joining. Maybe I got something messed up already. Or maybe everybody gets access to them. So I'm still figuring it out. So you never know, I might got something wrong. And then we got the Tyler one, the Tyler alien. And you got the Dr. Greer. No fear, Dr. Greer is here. You might remember if you're a Lost in Space fan. And we got the nasty Men in Black, but it doesn't show up very well on a black thing, does it? Shows up good on the white thing, but not the black thing. I suppose they're lurking in the dark. Yeah, so there you go. Don't know if you guys got access to it, but you can have a play. I think it's quite a good idea. And people can create ones for the channel as well, and we can add them. I think I have to pay more money to be able to add more of them, though. I think you can add another 5 each time or something. How do I get rid of that again? Alright, click on that. Okay, so yeah, that's that news out the way with. Alright, I'll just post a link to my Twitter about it. So, have we got any questions? It's amazing how long it takes to make graphics, you know. I'm not really that good at it, really. I suppose YouTube takes a 30% cut, you know. But it's alright. If you're only paying a couple bucks a month, get access to the extra features. And if we get enough people that donate in some big money, we'll do member-only live streams. So you'd have to be a member to join in. So we'll see how it goes. See where it leads to. You drank too much. Anyway, what was the next topic? Alright, Australian UFO. So at the moment I've got Discord running, and I've got the bot in there for testing. So let's see if it comes through, since no one's going to join me in there probably.
I haven't got all day.
Yeah, so he's got a bit of an attitude, a typical UFO person.
I'm here to help if you need me.
That's a bit more better, isn't it? Did it come through alright? Suppose I should really drag the mixer over. So we haven't tested it out for a long time. Discord. Might even go try the videos out sometime.
What kind of party is this? Someone has been murdered!
So there you go, it comes in through Discord there, which is what I said. So that's cool. It looks like it's all working. And hopefully it's not clicking. So yeah. JD, when you get brave, you're about to jump into the mothership there. And Susan, she needs better internet before she jumps in. Because she always fades out and corrupts or something. She sounds like a robot herself when we've talked. Yeah, you need really decent Wi-Fi. You need to be really close to the Wi-Fi router. So yeah, so moving on to UFO topics. Okay. What happened there? Is this a UFO? I'm probably going to need to scale it down, am I? Looks a wee bit too big. Is this a UFO? Here we go, I go and clicked on it again. Is this a UFO? I woke up to an alarm going off at the Sydney airport. and started filming this on my iPhone XS. Is that the latest one, is it? It's definitely not a star. Thinking it might be a planet. So that sounds very much third phase on the moon, where they say something which ends up being actually what it is. Ah, it's been removed. So what was the link? Moderators remove posts from feeds for a variety of reasons. Okay. So we got the video here. Has it got slow motion on it? I don't think it has it? HD. So I'd like to slow it down, but looks like we're not going to be able to. Wonder where it goes to. View page source. What the hell is it doing? Wanted page info. But anyway, just play it and we'll just see. Don't think it's portrait, is it? Looks like it might be. I might go full screen on this one. Doesn't seem to fit very well. So we got the lens flare happening here from this bright light here. But that's not what he's focusing on, I don't think. No. And looks very similar to what we've seen on TV on Unidentified, right?
What is that? That's not a star. That's not a star. What is that?
Why are you filming it in portrait?
What the hell?
What the fuck? He sounds bright, doesn't he? Is he Australian or American? Yes, replay, that's it. Okay, let's try again. Lens flare. And we got lock up. Oh, it worked last time. Men in Black again. Well, this is no good. We'll try again. Weird. Lens flare. I think I'm going to have to use my super zoom on this one because he doesn't get very close to it, does he? And as soon as we pause, we got the stupid play button over top. Great, good stuff. I hate embedded players.
What is that?
That's an annoyance, I call. So, how are we going to get around that? Good question.
Sydney Airport.
So, what can it be? It's near the airport. Could be a plane coming in. Could be a LED lead balloon. Could be a planet. What else could it be? A drone, someone said. I don't think it'll be a drone near the airport, because now we've got, since that UK one, you're not allowed to have a fly drone 5 kilometers near a airfield anymore. You know, you used to have plane spotters that used to fly them around. So now they've banned it, and you can only go up to 1,000 feet, I think it is. Okay, so
what is that?
I'm not sure how we're going to do this. We'll see if I can zoom in.
That's not a star. That's not a star. What is that?
What is it, mate?
What the hell?
Oh, I watched the good thing. And third phase of the moon. Anyway, out of focus. See how out of focus it is? So you can see it went into that cell look when it went out of focus, where you get the ring pattern interference because of the focal length and the lenses, how they work. See if I can get it this time, but we can't pause it and look. So here you go. Maybe I can pause it now. Alright, we've still got that stupid thing that comes up. So we can sort of see it there. Oop, so I can't get any bigger than that. Because the magnifier is not made for 2 screens. So I've sort of done a wee bit of a hack to get it working. But yeah, when he goes out of focus, you'll see it turns into that cell, what you call the living cell effect, where it has a dark ring of blackness around it.
What is that?
So before he goes back out again,
Sydney Airport.
out of focus now.
What the?
There you go, look, see how it went with the black circle in the middle?
What is that?
I don't know if we can grab a screen from it. It's going to be a bit tricky, I think. See if I can get it.
That's not a star.
Because that stupid play button ends up in the way. That's stupid, isn't it? Can't see where it is when I zoom out.
What is
that? We should get on Discord and to mimic the guy. It should be funny. See who can do the best mimic. What is that?
What the hell?
What the hell? I can't even see it now. How can I screen grab it? Will it let me do it? No. Won't let me do it while it's playing. I wanted to zoom in and lighten it a wee bit. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but I did do a new add-on. What was it called now? It's called YouTube Colors Filters. So let's give it a try. That probably doesn't work on this one. Allows you to brighten it. Should work on any HTML5 thing, I would have thought. But it doesn't seem to be working on this. I don't think. Shame I can't move this out the way though.
What is that?
Invert color. No,
Sydney
don't think it's
Airport.
working. That's a bit of a shame. Also, it only works on YouTube. Well. What happened? I'll go and click it again. There must be a way to separate the player from the stupid embedded. Anyway, I saw something very similar. Let's go through the comments. The people got the solution, I think. Saves us a bit of time. They're pretty clued up on Reddit. Can you give us location coordinates in hidden? No, stupid. It was submitted to third phase of the moon without that sort of information. And we can try rule out planetary sightings. So that's the first thing to do, right? Is if he was bright, this person filming, he would have had the apps installed on his phone and just hold it up to the sky, and he could see if it's a plane coming. And also, he could have just used heavens above, and he could have seen what planets were around. But no, it makes it really hard. Facing south, W at airports. So, this could be about anything. I know it's disappointing to people. We see stuff like this, but these type of videos are completely irrelevant. People watch irrelevant videos all the time. Yes, third phase of the moon and goof on. In fact, one of my favorite UFO videos is actually a fake. For whatever reason, I can no longer find it online. So that would be section 51, isn't it? Sydney, facing southwest at 3:30 AM, 23rd of August. This is most certainly Jupiter. The second object to the upper left is Saturn. I only saw one object. You can use this Sky Guide app to confirm yourself. So that's iTunes. But Heavens Above will do it for you. This is very interesting. I thought it was very boring, actually. My wife became a believer in UFOs after watching Tyler when she saw a silver grey orb in the sky, which could be just one of those LED balloons. She says just now very similar to this. This was years ago. So it looks like someone's already confirmed it, so we won't go into it. I can confirm from you this is an unidentified hovering object or planet. Nice footage. Did it move? No. He filmed at 3:30 and he looked out the window at 5:30 and still saw it up there in the same location, or it moved along a couple of inches or whatever, being a planet. It looks like the moon with clouds running over it. That's the Death Star. Okay. What's that got to do with it? That's just an ad on the end, is it? Okay, so we won't bother looking at star maps on that. But as you know, how horrendous it is. But you can use something like this, a night sky map. And you can type in your location. Sydney. Well, we'll give it a quick try anyway. New South Wales. And we never figured out how you can add So it gives you the time that it's visible at the moment, all the different planets, which is kind of handy for this week. So someone said it was Jupiter until sun 3:46 a.m, which kind of matches 3:30 a.m. last week, so it's moved on a wee bit. He was talking about southwest, so on the map here, south is obviously this direction, and that's the east coast that side, so that's the west coast over here, West Australia with Perth. So he must have been looking that direction that way, right? Diagonally. So I suppose you want to choose a planet that matches the times. Saturn. So all these ones are late. Venus is there as well, you see. All the ones that are bright in the sky. So let's have a look at Jupiter. Rises at 1:32 p.m. and sets at 3:46 a.m. Okay, so that's why it's low in the sky, I guess. It was going downwards. So if he checked it 30 minutes later, he wouldn't have seen it in the sky. And you can see here how low it is in the horizon. And it's got south at the moment. But we have to choose 23rd. And you can see it hasn't moved much. And definitely south, but where's west on this? Southwest. There we go, it tells us up here. South, southwest. So it's sort of matching up, isn't it? It's between south and southwest. So, yep. And we want to specify the correct time. Here we go. No. Want to change the front, but how do we do that? Change behavior. Oh, right, overlays star signs. I'm not sure how that happened though. Oh, right, day and night. So we want 3:30. I thought it normally come up with a box, but it looks like it doesn't work. 3:30 a.m. So obviously it's now night time. Oh look, southwest. West and southwest. It fits up, doesn't it? Smack in the middle. And that's probably Saturn, like the guy said. Hey, we managed to do it without too much hassle. So yeah, I wonder if I can click on that. Oh yeah, it does. It changes it. Oh well, at least we learnt something new this time. Smack in the middle. Oh, we're getting better at this. The more we do this, the better we get. So if I copy that, does it actually store what we're currently doing? Probably not. Well, it might do. You can click on it and see if it comes up. It's got Australia, Sydney. It hasn't got the extra numbers after it. See if you can duplicate it anyway, so you can learn yourself. Oh well, we just confirmed it then. And you can see how low to the horizon it was, which is low over the airport. So it all sort of matches. Okay, we'll just reduce that down. So, Sydney, Jupiter. So it was 23rd August 2020, 3:30 a.m. Southwest. Was it information? So, yeah, 100% planet. That matches his specifications, right? Ooh, what is it, guys? Okay, so now we can get on to UFO Stalker, finally. It looks like it's had a few more since last night, actually. Although, they don't look very good either. Simply white blobs in the sky. So what's that one? Looks like someone's filming their carpet or something, is it? So let's go through it one by one and see if we can solve them. And what are we looking at here? California. Doesn't look like California on the map though. Thousand Oaks. Oh, that's where the fires were, weren't it? In California. I think that's where Earl Grey is, actually. So what's it saying here? Right, we might have to use the crappy robot voice unless I switch over to the other one. I don't really like the Microsoft browser too much. It's a lot slower. As we're seeing when we play videos, it goes up to 100%. Shame we can't use the Microsoft voice on Brave. You'd think someone would have a plugin that actually
I walked
works.
outside to take a break and saw something moving from W to SW and didn't look anything like S-plane and had no sounds. I pulled out my phone and took a couple pics and got it in one of two that I had taken. My hands were steady, which shows in the picture, but shows the object and its lights looking like a ship surrounded by lights. It was heading towards the ocean by Malibu and Catalina Island. There are lots of aircraft in the area but none in this picture. Zoom in the pic and look at the craft and its weird shape and appearance. I have another pic of another craft in the same area. I'll attach both of its appearances.
Aircraft.
I tried to clean up the light in one so you will see both of the. That object made no noise and flew right over me and had two glowing lights that had a weird electric looking fuzz around them.
Okay. So why is the cable looking a bit funny here? Is it a twisty cable? So what looked like carpet is actually a mountainside of some sort. What kind of bush is that? Strange looking trees. Anyway. You can see why it burned pretty good over in California there. Look at that. That would just go up as soon as you throw a match into it. Kind of looks like it's a bit out of focus here though, doesn't it? So... Was that done with a flash? Or was it just lit up by street lights? Kind of strange, but what is it? As Christian? A triangle. What do you reckon that one is, guys? Kind of looks like a Bic razor, doesn't it? Or one of those type of razors inside a packet. Could it be some crazy balloon? Another Mylar balloon. See, this is where we need the video. Could be a plane. It's got a plane shape to it. And I'm not too sure what we got here. Looks like he's cropped it. So, what's this here? Looks like it's going through a window. It looks like we got some reflection. Doesn't it? It kind of looks like an edge of a window there. Again, we've got no idea what he's trying to do here. Well, this doesn't seem to match the first one, does it? Let's just have a quick look at that one. Could be another hoax, right? Someone's got a light on the window. It could explain why it's a strange shape. So if he's filming through a window on this one, could be a light in the background that's reflecting off the window. Doesn't look like it's outside on one of those particular pictures though, does it? He walked outside, he's saying. So let's have a look. I haven't got my folder open. You reckon it looks like a cliff bushes? We'll have a look. Start with the dark one. Could be a power pole, I suppose. It's come in different since I loaded it here. That was over the other side. It was like inverted, wasn't it? Let's have a look. Ah, right. That's flipped. There it is at the bottom here. So that's why it's not making much sense. Oh, yeah, let's brighten it. Brightness. And looks like it could be a power pole. But is it going through a window? Does seem to be very hazy looking. So, what are we looking at? Kinda looks like a plane to me. Two bright lights would be what you see on a plane that's coming into land. So that's got to be the mountainside here. The mountainside. But why is it such a crappy image? For such a smartphone. iPhone XS. And you can see it looks like it's got some sagginess to it, which would be rolling shutter, right? And he's done a portrait there. And what's that down there? I don't know. It kind of looks like it's going through a window to me. It's a terrible picture, isn't it? But that looks like two plane lights. Where the plane was side on in the first picture, and this looks like it's now coming either towards us or heading away, but it's got to be heading away, I think. No, heading towards us, because the lights are showing towards us, right? So, let's just zoom into that bit. So, again, this one probably would have to be that horrible program called Flight Radar, which I don't particularly like using because it's so yucky. User interface is not the best for this type of work. It might be alright looking up tracking your own flight path if you're a pilot, but for a researcher it's not really friendly at all. Maybe I should have cut more of it. I forgot about that. Since yesterday I was doing those images, I had to resize it without aspect ratio. It kind of looks like a plain bank in there, doesn't it? So for these are going to be glare, as we found out, right? So it's always going to be the original object or light source behind will be much smaller, which makes it really hard for us to identify it. We can reduce it down. So is it lights or is it 2 LED balloons? See how that one there is faded more than this one here when we were dimming it down. Which is unusual for lights, right? You should think they'd be roughly the same. I got a feeling it might be just a bunch of balloons that's rotated around. Could easily be LED balloons tied together there. Can't see it illuminating any of the craft there, right? There's nothing popping out here like wings. There's no other colour lights. You can see this one's a lot brighter than this one here. Does seem to be something going on between here. It doesn't fit a UFO. And it doesn't look like a TR-3B. Kind of looks like two balloons joined together. So let's have a look at the other one. Looks like the CPU is behaving itself at the moment. I'll catch up on the comments in a minute. Remember, if you want to get hold of me, you can jump on Discord and say, Paul. And we want to grab this little sucker and see if we can figure it out. So, if it's LED balloons, why doesn't it look like LED balloons at that instance? And looks to me like it's got some corruption in the image here. Rolling shutter. So it could be stretched, I suppose. Really crappy image, really. So could that be like one balloon here, and the other balloon is sort of rotated around a wee bit? So that could be what we're looking at. What's happened? CPU peaking, is it? So when you start mucking around with the filters, it does look like it could be two things joined together. Two LED balloons. And what's the other stuff around? Rolling shutter. He's moved it slightly when he took it. And as you know, if the object's moving, just takes a wee fine movement for the rolling shutter to capture it. So it looks to me like it's the end bit here has been stretched. So we're really looking at that bit there. And top of that's been corrupted a wee bit too. And the rest of it, this looks like it's going through atmospherics there. Right. Definitely not a plane. Yeah, so yes, I think it's two balloons. So bit hard to prove that when the image isn't that good and we ain't got a video to go by. It's funny though, it makes that funny pattern in the middle there. It looks like a Bic razor, right? Almost looks like the American flag there. Crumpled up, you know, the star and dangle spanner, whatever it's called. Yeah, not much we can do with it. Yeah, so yeah, what looked like two plane lights in the end looks like it's just two balloons. So there's the same image, right? But that's sort of rotated around in wind, I think. So that's gone around that direction. If I draw on it, it's rotating around that way. So it ends up being behind this other one here. And you can see here, this one's definitely a lot brighter than this one here when we're mucking around the brightness. So does the battery run flat in this one here? Could well be. Probably two wedding balloons. That location there, it's probably where there's like a wedding reception, right? It's near the beach. Or someone's birthday party or something like that. So yeah, if we grab this one here. Oh, better get the right tool. Paste layer. Scale it up. You can see it starts to fit. In fact, it looks like it's rotated downwards, right? As well as rotated around. And with roller shutter there, it's made a strange shape. But yep. I think we can move on from that one. That one's a balloon, 2 balloons. You can see, go to the original image here. You can see it'll be just the right size for 2 latex balloons with LEDs in it. So just close that down. Get rid of that. So we've got a mess of 5 people on today. Oh well, maybe people don't like looking at new cases. Maybe they like looking at old stuff, which we'll be doing tomorrow with Robert. I don't think he's got anything new. We'll be looking at some old cases, no doubt. I'll just catch up in the side chat in case I missed something. Looks like ski undercarriage, as they can use them with wheels. Right, I can see where you're going, but yeah, I don't think it is an airplane. It's so rare to find good quality pictures. Yep, potential UFOs that always appeared grainy or pixelated. Yep. Just think if they put optical zoom on smartphones, which will happen eventually, people will be able to zoom in on it, and the mystery will be over, right? And of course, low light. The sensors are really low light now, so you can actually switch to, well, automatically switch over to that Sony 0 lume or 0.1 lume, which is starlight mode, so you can actually take it without any flashes and stuff. Yep. So you think you might be wrong, Charles? Yes, that's tricky, as you can see. You got to take into all the factors of camera artifacts and how the lights fade. If it's a plane, I would have thought it would have been constant with the fading of both lights. And I don't think he's got anything else here. There's much the same. And it looks like the 2 balloons are going, right? In fact, the other one might even be a different colour one. That's what he's kind of showing here, isn't it? So there's no green and red wingtip lights, right? And normally you'd have the collision avoidance light underneath and tail light. You'd have a lot more lights if it was a plane. But it looks to me like 2 balloons there, right? And it looks like maybe the other one could even be a red one. And the other one's a bright white one. But yeah, this is a new thing we got to watch out for. These LED balloons. Be interested to know what it was closed as. We can't find that out here. Anyway, we'll move on to the next one. So I was going to go back over my black craft ones, but we'll start looking at some of these instead, new ones. So this is the one that I use for my cover page, thumbnail. And California gang. And you guys probably should be able to debunk this one. You can see here it doesn't say much, but we'll just read it out with the robotic voice.
I was on Coronado Island taking pictures of the sunset, when I noticed something odd and then it was gone. I looked at my photos I had taken and blew them up, and we were shocked at what was there but was no longer in the sky. There 1 minute, gone the next second.
Okay, so stupid zoom is on maximum. So he didn't see it with his own eyes, from what I'm noticing there, right? He noticed something really odd, but did he see it with his own eyes? I looked at my photos, there you go, and blew them up. So, whatever that means, I don't know. So, we'll just save it, and looks like he's cropped that one. That looks like the original, which is what we're after. And looks like he's used some phone app. What's that down there? What kind of phone is that? So, we'll have a look at it ourselves. He's done his own zoom in. But you're probably going to be able to guess this one, I reckon. So, yeah, anyone want to guess? So, what's that down there? Looks to me like he's drawing on the screen, doesn't it? So, what do you reckon that is, guys? Looks really fuzzy around the outside. Almost seems to be like a Batman symbol. So, we got some clues there. So we could take his crop here. Let's compare it to the original in a minute. Paste in a new layer. Nope, new image. Drone. JD could be on the right track. Charles, no, don't think so. Maybe he didn't see it with his own eyes. It's what we call a blur UFO. Because it's a small object that's moving fast and it creates motion blur, right? And we also got to be careful of rolling shutter where it can duplicate the image as well. So what we want to do is enhance it and see what sort of shape it pops out. I'm going to try color swap. I know I did click it. Yeah, it's not 100% fast, but it's not too bad. Yeah, so we want to be able to see what the shape of the object is, and I don't think we're going to have much joy because there's a lot of motion blur there. So, JD is correct. It's going to be a bird or a bug close to the camera. And normally get that Batman thing. It normally means there's a wing. So, come on, where's my cursor gone? Looks like it could be like a wing going up here. Sorry guys, it's a wee bit slow. Another wing coming up this way. Around like that. And body of a bird and another wing. Something like that maybe. And flapping like crazy. So it could be a bug, it could be a bird. Could be like a moth. But it looks like one set of wings this side and one set of wings that side. But you can see here it's not a solid, you know, UFO. So we can rule out it being alien craft, I think. And if we go to the original picture, maybe it's better, I don't know. Come on CPU, you can do it. So here's another problem. See what the problem is? Looks like it's going through a window, right? A beach. What's that on the water there? Oh. Which we thought was like a accidental thing, but it looks like it could be a boat of some kind. And fishermen. And boats again. Heading towards or away from us. But they look like they're in the surf, they're fishing. Water. And then we got people down here. But it looks to me like it's a window frame there, right? So now we got added problem. Is the door open? It could be a door frame. Could be a door frame. Is the door open though? Or is that a glass panel there? So could it be just a bit of grit on the window, right? We got no video. And we haven't got a sequence of photographs, one after another. Second apart or whatever. And here's that blob again. Without any enhancement. So let's see what we can do with it. So you can see, yes, crappy photograph again. And it looks very similar to his zoom in there. It would help if I could see the cursor. That's terribly small, isn't it? I wish the program was better, you know. Well, the things I'd have improved on, the coder doesn't do it. He needs to watch my live stream to see all the trouble I have. Okay, so resize it. And it's pretty much the same, isn't it? Looks like the Batman symbol It looks like it goes around in there, around a bit there, then around a bit there. It's got to be flapping wings, right? Of some sort. Black fly, moth, bird. We've got no way of looking at that image there to know whether it's a distant object or something that's just flying past the door frame. More likely it's going to be a bird, right? Because it's near the sea. So, it looks like it could be a bird roundabouts above where those people are. Maybe out to the surf there, so... Excuse me. Looks like hay fever time again. So, it looks to me like that could be a bird that's just flying above the sea at that level there. So, what birds around the sea? Seagulls, right? This is probably a seagull. Or gull, as some people say. Unfortunately, the picture's not good enough, and we haven't got multiple images to see how it's changing shape. So it looks like a wing going that way, wing going that way, flap, flap, flap. I don't think it's a bug, I think it's a bird. Okay. What's that trying to tell us here? It's got rid of all that blurriness on the outside. Kind of looks like it could be a bug or bird again, right? So we're not seeing the wingtips anymore. Kind of looks like the body there. Something going up here and something coming down here. I don't know. It's hard to know. Could be a fly, could be a bird. Would have been good to get a shape pop out, but that's the best we're going to get with that. I don't think MUFON would have spent much time on it, to tell the truth. Don't think it's like a balloon, like a fishing kite. Because it would be more defined. It wouldn't be so blurry, motion blur around the outside. So that's the only other thing it could be. Or a kite. It could be a kite. But then it shouldn't be so blurry around the outside, right? So it's got to be something that's flapping. Without a video, we can't get any more clues on that one. So let's see if we can find something better. Although I don't hold my breath out. So what do we got here? Could be lens flare, because look, there's the moon, and there's a white blob there. So again, it's probably no video, but let's have a look. So whereabouts are we on this one? Where's that location? Thailand? Indonesia? What does it say? Region. Well, there you go. Country, India. There we go. Yeah, I don't know how you say that. Jach Hand. Rachi. Okay. Now let's have a readout of what it's saying. Now the English looks pretty good for Indian.
I bought new smartphone Galaxy S10 Plus this month and I am always exploring and capturing pics. I was capturing some photos on 2215. I saw a small round UFO like which was very fast and was changing directions. At first it was under the moon, but suddenly the clouds covered it. After 2 seconds it was on right of the moon, means at west direction. Then it started moving very fast and again went under moon, and it looked that it took something from moon, like a light beam, and then it started moving towards left of moon I.E. south, and then it went very far and disappeared. I captured 7 photos, out of which in 4 it was clearly visible. The photo captured was more clear and showing what was it doing with moon. That object is visible in my first 3 RD4TH5TH photo attached, while in second it was HIG behind the clouds, and in 6th and 7th it already disappeared. In first pic a small blur round light is under the moon, in second pic it is behind the clouds, in third pic it is in right of the moon, a small white object with blue rays beam, in fourth pic it is just under the moon and it looks as it is taking something from moon, in fifth pic it is on very left corner above the tree and moved that ways in very fast pace. In 6th and 7th pic is has already gone. Did you see it? Have a comment or question? Discuss it below.
Looks like utter crap to me. Looks like 2 balloons again, doesn't it? Eh? Well, it could be lens flare, but unless we got other pictures. So they sort of go in a straight line, you see. Straight line straight to the bright source here. So if he's watching it on the screen and moving around, these things are going to whop around all over the place. So we don't know what this guy's thinking. A new phone, was it? Not familiar with it. See, there you go, new smartphone. So he's probably looking at the screen. I reckon it's this lens flare. Now you need to see all the pictures, so why have we only got one? Yeah, I reckon it's going to be lens flare. I don't think it's probably worth wasting their time on. What do you reckon? That's probably what a lot of MUFON investigators think. A novice phone user doesn't know what lens flare is. I wonder why he didn't send it to third phase of the moon. Yes, it had a moon in it. See, that's pretty bright. I bet it lines up. And that's one lens, that's the other lens on the phone. Damn it. Okay. Let's have a look. You know, why would you only take photographs? Why wouldn't you do a video if it was zipping around? Something doesn't sound right here. So you can see how bright that moon is here. And we still got these here. We dimmed it right down. Let's just see if it's in a straight line first. Could be two separate objects. Okay, so probably need to zoom in a bit. Ah, damn. Okay, that's right. That one. That one. Looks pretty straight there so far. That one. Sort of bends a bit there. Let me just redo that. Oh. Yeah, we're back to that again. So the middle of that one looks like it could be two separate objects then. Because lens flare should be roughly in the same area. Let me just check that out with some samples. I may be wrong. We want one with multiple lens bits on it. Like one of these ones. Does it always go from the center of the light? I think it does, doesn't it? That one there, it's got lots of lens flares. Always comes from the center, doesn't it? Looks like it's from the center. Let's grab that one. Just make sure I'm correct. I think he knew what he was doing, probably. Probably trying to hoax. You can't be that stupid, surely. But it does look like it isn't lens flare, though. So, it could be balloons. You should know about lens flare, what a thought. So if we go from these ones all the way up, center, you see what I mean? Straight line through all the lenses. So we can rule out that it's lens flare now. So it's got to be two separate objects there. But he was only talking about one object, which is kind of strange. Did he not see the other one? What did he say again? Which is 7 photographs, which would have been handy to have. Four was clear visible, so why have we only got one? So maybe you need to look at the database strictly on MUFON, just in case this is stuffed up. What's the case number? Again, it's not read. exciting. So we want the MUFON database. Here it is. MUFON tube. No, we don't want tube. Collecting data. Where's MUFON? Here we go. Here we go for time anyway. Oh, it's not too bad today. Has it got it all this time? Looks correct. Where's submit? I hate their layout. It's really terrible, isn't it? It's very amateurish. And look, there we go. This is where we check. You can't even they can't even get their programs coordinated properly, right? Why would we only have one image here when there's actually 7 submitted? So now we need to look at all those, but we can't because this database is unfriendly. And you have to save each of them. So which one have we got so far? First file. It's got a 12 on the end. Yep. Save link as. I have to zoom in a bit because my eyes, right? My eyes are crap. How many have we got so far? Tedious way in doing it. Should have like a download all button or something, really, shouldn't it? And now we got mole. Hopefully. We should be able to play them one after another. We don't need that anymore. 7 files. Let us have a look. Is it lens flare? We've got another object here. That one looks like lens flare. Yeah. That's lens flare because we know it goes to this cyan blue green orb. You can see how bright it is. So what's that there? Is that the moon? What the hell's that one there? Is that the sun? And that's the moon? Oh, it looks like a half moon there, doesn't it? And that one there is a lens flare. But these other little white dots, I don't know. They don't look like they've moved though, to me. Could they be planets? Another complicated one. Okay. You know, they look like in similar locations. And they could be planets. Jupiter again and Saturn. When was it taken? 28th, so it's the same week as this one. India, it's in the same location as Australia when you think about it, for looking at those planets. I reckon it might be Jupiter again. But why can't we see the other half moon again? Is that the moon or is that the sun? Looks like daytime there, doesn't it? So it's got to be the sun. Well, maybe it's not daytime. Maybe it's evening. I have to look again. They don't look like they've changed positions in those 7 photographs. If it was balloons on air current, we'd expect to see major changes. Seems to be the same there. The only way would be to overlay it, I suppose. Looks like the same sort of dog leg, right? Lens flare. Or moon. So what do you say again? What time of day was it? 10 o'clock, is it? 10 o'clock at night. I reckon it's the planets again. The planets are freaking everybody out. Oh look, there you go. Looking southeast. It's in the right direction. And we know the planet was in the southeast. Southwest. East, south. Hang on, is that an IE? IE south. No, looking south. So we don't know if it's west, southwest. Would it be southwest though, from India? Because it's slightly over from Australia. So let's plug it into that tour again, I guess. I reckon it's the 2 planets again. What do you reckon? Would you not have reflection of objects? Not too sure what you mean. Got visitors. Okay. Sorry about that, JD. Hopefully they bring some buckets of food. Lunch. So we need to find that location here. I reckon it found it. But it wants. Actually, search it properly. So we got Jupiter again, 1:52 AM. So he's at night time. How does that fit? I don't think you'd see Uranus, would you? 10 o'clock. That one near Mars. Could be Mars. Can you see Uranus with your eyes? That's a stupid word, that one. Jupiter rises at 3 PM, sets at 1 AM. That still could be Jupiter. Let's see. west again. We need to go to 28 this time though. Time was PM. And what's that? The moon? Half moon? So far it's around the other way. And Jupiter is next to it. Moon. So maybe that bright object was the moon then. Have we got the right time? Not quite. Need to change that to 9. How's that working? Doesn't seem to have done anything. Southeast it's got here. So maybe it was east. Southeast, that kind of makes sense. It's the right time. Right, what's happened now? AM. Stupid thing. Yeah, it's roughly the right time. And there we go. Jupiter! We got it. There's the moon. There's that right angles, right? And that's Mars, is it? Or was it Saturn? Saturn and Jupiter again. There you go. The right curvature as well. So this is why you need the apps, guys, on your phone. So you just hang it up to the sky. It would have been instantly solved. So yeah, I'm getting quite good at this. Okay. This website is the easiest I've come across for time and date. So if we copy that there, copy, and it's we haven't got the locations down here now, but up here should tell us in the info box. Well, let's try and overlay it, see how close it matches diagram. And I haven't tried that before. So what's it say here? There you go, southwest. Same as Australia, I told you. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with myself. It's funny how you got 2 cases in 10-day span, which is the same. What can I see the other one now? Where's the other one disappeared to? Oh, there. I don't think it's going to work, but we'll see. The diagram sort of matches, so. So it's got to be down here. And as I thought, it's probably not going to match up to the photograph. So let's make it transparent. Yeah, it's way up there. That's in the middle of that dot there. There's the moon there. I know, it sort of matches, doesn't it? It's pretty close. Maybe it needs to be a bit bigger, but almost matching up there. It's not bad. I think that solves it, really. Okay, what do you reckon? You like that one, Charles? That was quite good, isn't it? Considering it's a computer program, it's pretty accurate, I'd say, to what the photograph is. But if you become a MUFON investigator, this is sort of boring stuff that you'd have to do. Document it and all that sort of business. And present it to the person, so there you go. Moving on to the next one. Hopefully it's more exciting. So how many people out there on YouTube channels would be able to do what I just did? Could you see Goofon doing that? Could you see a third phase of the moon doing that? I don't think so. I think we may have lost JD. We're down to 4 now. So, I probably watch it later. So I wonder if we're getting any more of those Jupiter ones. Obviously, it's catching out a few people. On to the next. So I thought this one here. Oh yeah, that was part of that one, wasn't it? Oh no, I only had one photograph up. So what's this one here? Nevada. Don't tell me it's going to be Jupiter again.
I looked out my window and saw a very bright star. I got my star map to see if it was a star, but when I looked back it was gone. About 10 minutes later I looked and it was back, so I started recording. It moved up slowly then disappeared. I was able to zoom in and you can see it spinning.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like a balloon already, doesn't it? Okay. I'll just zoom in right on it. You can see it spinning, I reckon, so we might have to download the videos. Again, it looks like 2 balloons joined together there, doesn't it? Okay, what's this one here? Taken through a window again, is it? Looks like the eave of the house. There's bright light there. What's that, a high rise with lights on it? Bush, kind of looks like an oil rig. I don't know what it is, casino? But I don't know, it doesn't look like it could be lens flare. Yeah, okay, let's see what the video gives us. It doesn't look too exciting though, does it? And of course, again, these people don't use the apps, which would solve a lot of hassle. Looks like no one's going to join me on Discord, so I might just drop out of it. But at least we know it's working. The robot.
Hi!
Yeah, exactly. Hey! Was no one on there talking to me? I'll probably have to reconfigure it for my laptop mic. So that was cable B. Shame it doesn't allow you to switch between profiles. Doesn't have an option. You didn't load it to mean what headset you want. Speaker. There we go. Set it back to normal. Hey. So we need more people to join us that want to have their voices. Yeah, it looks like it's downloaded. So let's see what happens. Portrait again, filmed the wrong way. So it's going to be very hard for it to keep in frame. I'll just make it big screen. So where's that bright building that he was filming?
Focus, I see it now. Now I gotta focus. Does not move.
Yeah, we're gonna need to brighten it, aren't we?
I am not moving the camera. Well, let's stop, please, just for a minute, please. Because this is important.
Oh, we can see it now, but you can see all the noise. Low lights. Obviously the movement is them.
And it's hard because there's a screen between. I don't just have.
So she's filming through a screen. Maybe that's why we're getting that strange pattern.
Where you going, dude? It's going straight up. Oh no, I don't want to have to move the camera. Coming back down.
What else can we do? What's that say? Damn, my eyes. Right, so she's going through a fly screen, right? We can see the squares, right? It's actually filming through a screen. It must be fixed on the window or something, is it? So stop bugs coming in.
No, I actually only have one of an actual.
Some people do some crazy stuff. Why don't you just go outside and film it?
Well, it was the 29th of last month that I saw the first one when I was with Sissy's.
Yeah, it's going through a fly screen. You can see the checkered pattern up there. So that's pretty useless video, isn't it, guys?
Hold on, sweetie.
Another waste of time. Again, it kind of looks like a planet, doesn't it? But yeah, at least we can use that and brighten it, right? It works quite good. Saves us a lot of time. So, yeah, what was the description again? It doesn't sort of match what she was filming there. Yeah, so she was looking out the window, but didn't say it was going through a fly screen. So a very bright star, which is probably a planet. I got my star map to where if it was a star, but when I look back, it's gone. What's that mean? She ain't using any sort of phone app, because she would have taken a snapshot of the screen to show you that the star map had no planets near where the bright light was, right? Because it overlays it. I looked, it was back, so I started recording. So could that be just that it had a cloud covering it, and that's what she thinks has disappeared? And you can see it spinning. Okay, so let's get the next video. Well, actually, we'll get the last one. Maybe that's where it's spinning. Mind you, that one looks like it's zoomed in. Might have to get all of them. I think it's a waste of time though. How many have we done so far? Not many again. And we've been 2 hours already messing around. See, this one's big. Gonna take 4 minutes, damn it. Oh well. Oh, you going, Charles? Oh no. Is it that time already? I haven't had anything to eat yet. 11:39. You normally last to 1 PM, don't you? Reflections of light off the clouds. Was that the last one? Clouds must have been moving in front. Alright, last one. Yeah, we had lens flares, for sure. Ah, right, yeah, it could have been the moon reflection. I see what you mean now. So that one that looked like a moon further down was like a reflection off the actual moon itself. That's why it was nice and clear. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Yes, and then we overlaid the map and got it. Yep, that one's all solved. I couldn't, not sure what I couldn't refers to there, but I suppose that you'll be going to bed soon. Still downloading. So this is probably why no one does live debunks for MUFON cases. Can you see they're quite time consuming? I'm starting to get hungry. I need a sandwich. Unfortunately, I probably can't allow Mum to make me one. She's probably in bed still. I thought I heard her get up though. Probably should go and check, really, shouldn't I? While it's downloading. And just grab something. Yeah, I thought I read you were going for some reason. Oh, I think I read good and I thought that was good night, right? Because on the other screen I was looking at smaller writing. I'll tell you, my eyes are not really good lately. Been getting worse. The floaters with the bright light hits the eyes because it is quite sunny here and I've got the window blinds open. Maybe I should keep them closed, but I wanted to warm up the bedroom because it was quite cool. Yeah, let's see how we go with this one. We're probably gonna need the thing on again, aren't we? She reckons it was spinning. Okay, we've got a funny pattern. There you go, you can see the fly mesh. Can't see what she's trying to film though. Gamma. Yeah, it looks like it's digital zoomed in there, right? This is no good. Can you see the star? Oh, there it is. Is that it? Thought she was going to zoom in where we can see it spinning. So-called spinning, she reckons. She's having us on. It's terrible, isn't it? Sometimes you wish there weren't cameras on smartphones. You can't even see it without the brightening. Brightness, contrast. Yeah. Can't even keep it still. That's what. I mean, she's having us on. She probably watches Third Phase or someone like that, right? Here we go. Still can't see it. What the hell is she meant to be doing? Fly screen. You never film anything through fly screen. So yeah, waste of time really. What's she doing now? Just rotating the phone around, was she? I wouldn't have a clue what this girl's doing. Anyway, looks to me like it's in the same damn place. Whatever it is. What's that one there? Let's have a look at that one. So it's on a funny angle there. You can see the fly screen mesh. Makes no sense whatsoever. Why would you even submit that as a picture? Just to show the wire mesh? That's crazy. That's probably the better one there. And I think it's just a planet. Hence the bright stars. So let's look. Let's try again the flight thing. Star map. If they just held it up to the sky with heavens above, it would have overlaid the planets. Nevada. Okay, do we know which direction they're looking? Nope. We got no direction they're looking. But we got a time, 23 at night. So let's just plug it in. See if there's a single planet. Or it could be another planet there, but it's not picking it up. Okay. Maybe I should just skip a few and see if we can find some better images to look at. So, why is it not coming up? Sparks Township. City of Sparks. I don't know what the difference is. Populated place. Well, it certainly had a lot of traffic going on. Oh, yeah, so what have we got? 11 o'clock at night. And that's current time, so that's where we go wrong. What's the date again? 26. It's, you know, it's a bright planets are out. 26. 11 p.m. Come on. Let's go to AM, PM, 26. Okay, what do we got? What's the likely candidate? Jupiter again? Let's have a look. 11 p.m. Southwest again. And it looks the same as last time. Half moon. Yeah, and if it's reflected, it would have flipped it around the other way, wouldn't it? So yeah, that kind of makes sense. Being slow reflection and the lens going the other direction. So yeah, you're right there, Charles. But yeah, have I done something wrong here? It looks identical to what we were looking at last time. But I don't see the moon in her video. So maybe she's looking the other way then. So how do we select on different planets? Good question. Here. No. How do we... What's that say? Return north. Can we rotate it? Aha. There's a bright star there. What's that? Now it's disappeared. So now I clicked on it. Vega. What the hell is Vega? So there is a star by itself, and it's visible. Excellent visibility to naked eye. Rise at 12 p.m. So what's happened? Best at 9 p.m. So it fits in the range then, 11 p.m. So we don't know which way she's looking, but it kind of fits, doesn't it? So I reckon it's Vega. But we got no way in really being sure. Unless we can tell by the map here. Excuse me. Let's see if I can get a drink. Damn throat. So can we Reno? So that's heading off to California direction, isn't it? So we need to maybe type that into Google Maps, see what direction we're looking. So what was it on the map? What was the direction on there? So west. So that's East Coast is New York, West Coast is California. So that's correct, isn't it? Yeah, I've got to put the mic closer. You got fresh bread out? Because I'm going to say to corned beef sandwich will do.
I've got no fresh bread out. Frozen.
Those sausages were theirs, was it?
No, days.
Because they disappeared out the fridge.
You've got many other fridge.
Well, I could have a couple of those, maybe, with bread, toast.
Yeah.
Make a sausage sandwich out of toast. That will do. That was just Mum. So yeah, I think we solved it here then, because California's on the west. She's a lot better. She's almost back to normal. So it looks like the drugs are working. Had me worried there for a while. Anyway, so yeah, Google Maps, maps. What are you saying? I think my sugar levels are dropping now. Perhaps. Damn, what happened there? Perhaps 5 minutes of fame. Yeah, could be. It looks like Vega, the star of Vega, which you only get in America, I guess. Let's see, Sparks. Is it still in the thing? Yep. Nevada. And she was looking this direction, wasn't she? Looks very desertly there.
This bread is fresh. That bread?
Yeah, but you can make sausage sandwich, can't you? She normally was out of breath, but she's not sound out of breath now. Let's see. Off in this direction. So have we got a compass? So they got rid of the compass on maps, which is damn useless, right? Because it's always north. It's always facing north, they said now, and they got rid of the compass, so you can't rotate it around. So that's north. That's got to be east. That's got to be west. So she's looking west, northwest, west. I don't know, she must be looking west. Okay, so I think we solved it. Again, it's another. It is a star. There you go. Look, straight out to west, which is California. I think that's solved. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I think we can close that one down. So yeah, it's all stars and planets today, and some balloons. Yeah, definitely my sugar levels are dropping now. Damn it. Well, it's been what, 3.5 hours since I had my injection. It starts kicking in. So let's see if we can find something better instead of stepping through all of them. Yeah. She's 77 as well. Was it your mother that was 90 years old? Was it your mother or was it grandmother that got corona? It was a banned word, isn't it? So what do we got here? A balloon. Yeah, it's another bug bird one, isn't it? A blurfo. Here we go. Bird, a plane, a bug. And it looks very similar to what we looked at first of all. Alright. Nice picture. 3 PM. And it's going to be a bug or a bird close to the camera because it's out of focus, because all that's in focus, right? So what else we got? Picture. A nice picture of a balloon. Better than what we saw on third phase of the moon. At least we can see the basket underneath. So there was meant to be something in this one. Ah, right. What's that there? Not too sure. Wow, there we go. Looks like a blur fly again. See how out of focus it is. And we got power lines. And what's those things there? Is it on the power lines itself? Seems even spaced. So it's on the power lines. Let's just save it. I'm not too sure what it is. Those 3 things. I know they do have like spacers on power lines to stop it swinging in high winds. And they also have little robot things that go along the line and check it. 96, mother-in-law. Okay, I thought it was your mother that got sick. And she survived that terrible virus. Amazing. Okay, so why can't I see those things now? Because they're very small. Yeah, so let's look at it in chunks then. Let's zoom in. Yeah, it's really zoomed in. If we make it too big, the CPU is going to go crazy, probably. What are we looking at there? What is it? There's something on the line there, isn't it? A really thin line. Oh, what's this popping up? You stupid thing, interrupting us. Round things on power line, what is that? Goes to the very top one. What's at the very top? Is that the phone cable, internet cable? On the top of the power lines, the very top cable. Oh, whatever it is that's on the power lines. Or internet cable at the very top. Yeah, I'm not too sure what they would be. Obviously, make it visible, maybe, to planes. Could be something like that. So what else we got on this picture? I've got the balloon. Let's have a look at that one. What a big picture, isn't it? Must be like 20 megapixels or something. Let's just look at the info. Is Susan with us still? Everyone seems to abandon me lately. I really don't know what I can do to make people interested in this stuff. I think people got bored of it already, is my feeling. So what do we got here? Canon D5100. Nikon, I mean. Is it like a P1000? So that's probably why it's really good quality, right? 1/250. Not the best high speed shutter mode, but still beats 1/30, which is normally what you get with video. So I thought it would be a lot better than that. 3.6 by 2.5. So what's that work out? 8 megapixel camera? I thought it was a lot higher than that. Unless I'm overlooking something. Talks about image width, image height. So what's those two numbers multiplied together? Three, 6 times 2500. What's it? 9 megapixel? 8 megapixel? That's what it must be. I would have thought it would have been 20. Anyway, definitely a real photo. These are coloured balls, right, to make it visible. So I'll just have a look at your comment in a minute. My eyes are a bit blurry. Looks like the sugar level's dropping faster than as we're going on. Resize. So if it's 8 megapixel, then he must have zoomed in on the telephoto, right? But it's just too good. Too good quality. So can we tell if he's got it zoomed in or not from this information? Yeah. Oh, right. Thanks. Yeah. So how can you tell if it's zoomed in? Aperture value 5.7. Yeah, trying to get my head around all this. Maximum. It's quite a lot of technical stuff you have to learn, isn't it? Focal length. Looks like I've got my sandwich here. I'm gonna have to eat it. Sometimes they make it easy, don't they? And they normally just tell it if it's times 100 or something, I think. But yeah. What's that thing there? About 300 by inches. 300 revolution unit. Is that how you work out whether it's zoomed in? ISO 100. Okay, so Yeah. Can we see what the pattern is? So it's got a sort of like a stripy pattern. Ah, food. See that? Now we can see the pattern. Anyway, I haven't seen a UFO. And what were you saying? I'll just get some sauce. Coloured boards are known as marker boards, and they're designed to stand out and act as a visual warning sign. Yeah, that's what I said. Or what I guessed, anyway. Okay, so I think this is the bug bird that we're meant to be looking at. But might need to get a sweet drink or something. And there we go. It kind of looks like it could be a bird this time. Yeah. Kind of looks like a bird shape there. Looks like it might be gliding. Looks like its wings going this way, right? Yeah, CPU is struggling. And my eyes are struggling. Yeah. Okay, move. Just want to eat this before it gets cold. So it tastes crap. So we can make it look more of a UFO shape. Damn CPU. So, but that's a typical bird shape we got going on here. With the wings close to its body. So that'll be the head, the wings will be here, and that'll be the tail at the end here. That we're not got enough detail. I'll bring up some comparable images to show you. You can see in a minute. How are we doing for time? And of course, having to eat slows me down. There's normally a lot of sugar in sauce. So that'll help. It could be any type of bird. More likely, what's the location? It's going to be a raven or a crow or something like that. And California has a lot of these ravens. Alright. So it's more likely to be a raven. I used to have some examples of birds that look like UFOs. A diagram somewhere. These are great sausages. I don't know if you get them in your country, but they're called hellers, and they have cheese in the middle. Very high quality meat. No garbage. And they're pre-cooked for barbecue. One problem, I wasn't given a hand towel. Damn it. Normally I have some spears here. I've almost eaten it, so give me a chance. I haven't got Rob to fill in. I'll let you talk while I go to the toilet or whatever. I thought he might have dropped on the side. See, he's on Discord. So he's up and about now. What is it over there? Lunchtime, isn't it? Vegetarian? No! How could you be vegetarian? I suppose it's a good way to stay skinny though. As long as you don't eat too much cheese. Vegetarians normally eat buckets of fatty stuff, don't they? Nuts. Oh, I couldn't be vegetarian. Although Australia is really good with the produce they make because it's hot. And they have great salads. I used to eat a lot of salads over there. But I still eat mostly chicken. Yeah, birds. I wonder if I can find the chat. Birds UFO. Yeah, nah. Side view of birds that were mistaken for UFOs. And yeah, I think I'm probably going to have to find it in my list if I can. Why is it not going? I don't know if I got it handy here. It's got full. Could be that one. Let's have a look. I think it's got Brown that did comparison ones. I think that's it. Here we go. That was good. So there's one of the shapes there that we're looking at the moment. And all these are birds. According to him anyway. There's a classic shape. So it's got that sort of shape to it, you know. And we did one over 250. It's still not fast enough. I wonder if we can zoom in. It's very similar to the one we're looking at the moment here. But it's always got that sort of pear shape to it. Like so. So yeah, that's pretty good. I could find that still. And where's the right? Matches that shape that we just saw in all those other diagrams there of bird UFOs. So that one's a bird, not a bug. Bugs tend to be more, you know, to either a big round blobby shape like a fly, or you can see that's got a circular bit with a round bit, you know, so it's got like a head and what do you call it? What do they call it on insects? A head and a body, anyway. Well, my head's a muddle, sorry. That's what happens when the sugar levels are all crazy. Being diabetic is a curse. Especially if you take insulin. It messes you up. It kicks in when you don't expect it to kick in. Gets into the blood quicker for some reason. You inject it just under your skin, and then it starts absorbing. It's meant to absorb slowly from your stomach, but it doesn't always work out that way. Okay, so yeah. So far it's been UFOs and planets and stars, and no anything that's been exciting really. And looks like another bug bird, you know. Little small object. That one there. Looks a strange one. Party lights, I reckon. In the comments, anyway. So let's have a quick look at this one. I suppose we probably should wrap up. Well, I did say I was going to do MUFON cases, so it looks like I've pretty much stuck to it this time. But we've already scratched the surface again.
I saw a 2-mile-long UFO with lights all on the side of the thing. It was very thin. It was above Azusa Canyon. When I seen it, I felt that they knew I was watching. As soon as I thought it, the UFO dipped into the clouds. I was scared. The pic I am sending is something I found on the net, but it is what I saw.
Yeah, so it's just a rubbish one. A pic on the net, which is probably a plane on slow shutter speed, right? And it looks like we've got coloured red lights, white lights mixed in there. So we don't know what he saw, if that's what he saw in the sky. That's probably going to be Starlink satellites or something crazy like that, right? So we ain't going to waste much time on that one. And we only got through one page there. And the other one's just crappy. Our birds again. Well, looks a bit. And what do we got here? Looks like it's going to be blur flows. Blur flows, and it's outside. And I can't see any UFO silver craft on that, so it's going to be something small. And what do we got here? Planet again. So what's a good one to pick out of this bunch? Yeah, they all look a bit of a waste of time, don't they? Sunset ones. What are we looking at here? Pareidolia and clouds. I don't know. No, it's going to be a bug in it. Oh well, we're going to have to choose something. Or I can go back to my black craft ones. So which one do you want to look at? What's this one here? Kind of looks like it's going to be one of those bright planets again, right? And so does this one here. Don't like any of them. They look like they're going to be long-winded. I suppose I should just pick one. Well, choose a scenery one. Yeah, so what's it saying? Missouri. Yeah, let's read it out. I can see why MUFON investigators get downhearted. Okay, so...
During an inspection of my game cameras that I use for security purposes, I discovered some strange photos on 2 different days around the same times. It appears to be translucent and it moves in a zigzag patterns within a split seconds, then reappears in a cigar shape that is white and moves with the clouds. At the time it was visible, I had no idea it was overhead. Very strange for sure. I have lots of frame by frame photos.
Well, you can. Yep, midweek. I'll probably be going back to third phase of the moon nonsense, probably. Saturday. I wonder if Rob's posted anything. Yep, Life General. Looks like he's posting it in the correct one. So he's got listed here for tomorrow the Luis Elizondo interview. Didn't we not look at that already? Oh, that was a Tim McMillan interview. So it must be something else that's popped out from Open Minds, is it? The Bexley Heath UFO land in London, 1955. The Jesse Rosenberg UFO and alien encounter, Staffordshire, 1955. That sounds like UK as well, doesn't it? And more, as he says. So that's what's on for tomorrow anyway. Cool bananas. So I've got to queue that up after the last live show. And of course you're on Discord now. So you should be able to read what he posts there too. And of course, we've got now that MUFON chief investigator from Canada. He's now a member on the Discord, so now you can maybe chat to him about stuff if you want to. Send him a direct message. That's the one that Goofon said was a newbie. You don't become a newbie if you're a national chief investigator. He seems to know his stuff too, and he works in the mining industry, and he works 1 week on, 1 week off, and he does a drone. He uses drones to map the ground, basically, lidar, that sort of stuff, and yeah, creates detailed maps for mining industry. So he obviously knows his stuff, and he knows about drones. So yeah, he's the one to ask about drone stuff, footage. So what do we got here? Let's see if we can see what he's talking about. So yeah, join our Discord group. It's getting more and more professional members, and we'll build up our expert base, right? Because I'm still learning, and like I said, I don't understand how you can work out all those different things on exit if information. But we haven't done too bad for self-learners, right? We've done a lot better than Goofon Radio and Third Phase of the Moon. They don't know anything, especially since they've been doing it for 12 to 20 years now. It's a bit of a joke. Clearly they're not into it to learn or to help people learn. They're into it to try and make a living from it. Now, I don't know if you saw Goof on Radio so-called channeling a alien. So straight away I thought that was really hoaxy. Dr. Greer nonsense. So is that the one we already got? I know, might have been one. Too late now, probably. Yeah, that will do. We'll have a look at those ones. Yeah, he was blabbing out that he was alien talking through his mouth. I don't know if you saw it or not, Charles, but it was pathetic. It really was. He was meditating with a harmonic tone, and pretending to talk alien. You got to watch it. I post it on Discord anyway, and on Twitter as well. But I'm not going to post it here. So to me, Ivory's got a mental problem. That proves Ivory's got a mental problem, or he's a con man. Same as some of the other people out there. Yeah, it's not too bad for self-learning. Mick West is probably self-taught as well. Looks like only me. Oh, right. We got some lurkers there. Well, they'll be the ones down voting probably. But anyway, get to the right folder. So what do we got here? Yeah, sort of. The reason I got into this was to actually learn how to do videos and how to analyze them. So really it was self-learning, and what I think I've done pretty well with the editor. You know, that's all self-taught. Improving the streaming software and customizing it so it's okay. I don't think there's been any audio corruptions. So I do actually a lot more complex stuff than other people. You know, how many people actually use Discord and patch it through? How many people can have two different chat programs running at the same time? As long as my CPU holds up, we can do pretty much anything, right? That's what comes with being a technical person that's actually got qualifications, right? I've proven myself. So, yeah, in the clouds he said here somewhere. And nothing sticking out. Got some wires down here somewhere. I think he circled something, didn't he? It's out of focus. Looks like the trees are moving with wind. Can't see anything on that one. The next frame. We should have deleted that one. You can see that the clouds are moving quite a fair distance. So when we see the time here changing by 1 minute. So it's pretty much like time lapse. Now let's get rid of that image. The other one. So we've got 3. There we go. Just redo that. You can see it's damn windy. Hey? It's damn windy, alright. So what is in the picture? I can't see anything sticking out there. So there's another image there we need to grab. And why is it not working? Now it is. So that's 1, 2, 3. 132. Have we got that one? Now let's save it. What's the number on it? What does it say? File 6. What have we got here? 1, 2, 3. So where's the other ones disappeared to? Yeah, probably be out of sequence if I save it like that, probably. Why can't I take a video as well? I suppose it's too late. So let's see, it's windy. So it would have been triggered because it said it was a what do you call it? One of those trail cams, which also do video, I believe, but maybe his one doesn't. So that's 6.5. So there's another one here somewhere. I think then we got all of them. I thought you had circled on one of them. I didn't see the circle. Maybe it's my imagination. Must have been on one of those other cases where they circled it. It's definitely not on here. If I went back out, page 2, there's that one there, which is a windmill, which looks like it's another case. Let's have a quick look at that one. Oh, it's far away. So what are we looking at this one here? So what does that look like? It's low to the trees. It's going to be a bird, isn't it? Diving between trees. And look, you can see up here. Maybe it's something on my screen. It is. I thought I could see another bird heading towards the trees. Looks like there's a bit of dirt on the screen. I forgot to clean my screen before the show again. Alright, so that one there, you know, it's the same thing again. So far away, I don't know why people submit it. It's obviously going to be a bird, you know, you can see it's beyond the tree line here. There's no detail there. Anyway, better get back to this one. Where was the other one? Here. Alright, so did he say there was a scar one? Forgotten already. Zigzag. So that sounds like a bug or something, doesn't it? A bird moves with the clouds. No idea. He could at least circled one where he's seen it, because I've not seen it at this stage. Moves with the clouds. I'll give you the link. You might be able to look on your screen. I might see it in a minute, but it's not popping out. Hey Joe, late to the party. Let's see if you can see anything on that one. Yeah, it's been birds, bugs, balloons, planets and stars. Oh yeah, you saw it, did you? Yeah. Where he's channeling the alien. Yeah, I thought kind of weird. I thought it was all weird. You know, it's not like you're being visited and seeing aliens in the bedroom, right? It's like the next step craziness where you're actually talking to the aliens through your head when it's not actually happening at the time. Like people say they hear them talking to them in the head, but when they're looking at them. And this is like going into the spirit world and claiming that they're talking through you. Why would they talk through you? When they communicate with you, they're actually talking one to one. They're not actually using your body to make your mouth move to make the sound, which is what channeling is, right? Channeling. Ugh. Yeah, I think it must be time to give up. But anyway, we're meant to be trying to find what he's looking at here. I think I got hay fever because I can't breathe. Means I have to take some nasal spray next. And line. I still can't see what he's meant to be looking at on the trail cam. But we can see it was really windy. No. He must have a really good eye. He has a screw loose. Yeah, I think so. He needs a shrink. I can't see anything that he's talking about here. He said it was up in the clouds, wasn't it? Man, that's windy. Gets like that in Christchurch here. Well, if a bird's flying in that wind, it's crazy. It certainly would be flying along, though, if it's got the wind behind it. But I can't see it. Maybe you need a 50-inch screen or something, I don't know. Yeah. Another waste of time one, is it? Could it be over this side? Maybe I'm looking in the wrong place. I can't see. What was the description? Cigar, wasn't it? Keep forgetting. Translucent. Appears to be translucent, so it's going to make it really hard to see then, isn't it? Cigar shape that is white. Cigar shape that is white. So that sounds like it could be maybe a seagull. Moves with the clouds. It was visible, I had no idea. I think he's got a good imagination. Yeah, so it's going to be impossible to find it. Translucent white cigar. Blending in with the clouds. Yeah. Maybe I should do a color thing on it. Maybe it'll stick out. I think maybe wasting our time. White cigar shape normally is a plane, right? So yeah. Tic tac. Fast moving plane with the wind behind it. It's possible. If we can see it. But so far it's white, translucent. So does anything pop out when we dim it down? Could that be something there? In the corner. Let's do color. Well, he must have good eyesight. I can't see anything popping out. Better than my eyes, anyway. Could that be something there? If it's a plane, you'd think it'd be easy to spot. I might have to leave you with that one. Yeah, let's just say okay on that one. Let's try another one. So, yeah. So, any difference between that one and the last one? If there was a plane there, I thought it would have been obvious. I reckon it's just clouds. It's probably a translucent cigar-shaped cloud where it's forming and moving along with the wind gust, and then it's dissolving. Probably seeing cloud. Alright, I might see something up here. Look, that could be what he's looking at. See that there? There you go, it's moving. I think I found it. And we can only do that with kind of rotation. See how it's moving here. We got it. We got it. But what is it? It's very hard to see it. So he's correct there. Okay, we've got it now. So we know it's that bit. New image. I think it might be just an insect. And of course, the low shutter speed on these trail cameras, it looks like a long object. I think it's just a bug. And I think we've got rolling shutter there. So let's, that's what, you can see how it's stretched. It's a bug flapping its wings. You can see there, we're looking at pixel level. Okay. I think it's a bug, and it's got segments in it through long exposure. Is it rolling shutter though, or is it just motion blur? You can see there's just no detail there. My mouse has died. And let me just change the battery. There. Not having any luck today. At least my sugar levels are stabilized now. That's the problem with mouse batteries, right? These optical mices that work on top of the bed cover. I would have thought they would have built the mouse with like a rechargeable battery in it, and you just put it in a caddy and it just charges when you're not using it. That would be perfect, but no, I haven't come across any. And of course you have to use a Microsoft mouse to be able to use the software. It allows you to do that. It allows you to use the button on the side of the mouse for the magnifier call up. But anyway, what is this thing? That's a bit better. It's actually working. I think it's a bug and it's flapping wings and it's moving hellishly fast in the wind. I'll just keep it there. And where's the other one? CPU's gone. Yeah, it's moved on a wee bit. So we need to look at the other ones just to see if it is. And I better wrap up for the day. What do I do then? No, that's right. I lost my train of thoughts now. So that's the same thing, but further up. Looks like it's changing direction a wee bit. And you can see, using the same filter, that's just crap. I don't know what it could be. It's got to be a bug. And it looks like a long streak because of motion blur. Slow shutter. Let's grab another image. Maybe one before it, if there is. Of course, I may be looking at the wrong thing. But I think that's what it is. But these ones should have disappeared by then, shouldn't it? Unless it comes back again. Which would be like a bird swinging around, or a bug, of course. And I've changed my color filter, haven't I? So it's going to be for the darker. Okay, can we see this line? See, it's gone now. So I don't know if that was it, but I think it is. I think that's why we couldn't see it, because it's not in these other frames. Aha. No, I think that's just a cloud. Don't know. I don't think there's anything in these frames. Look at one more. What's going on? Aha, there it is again. So what kind of sequence is that then? It's not there, so it's got to be a bug, right? That's back this direction. Well, that one's least closer. That one's further away. So it's just bugs. It's got to be a different bug. So let's grab that. Let's have a look. And well, it's really windy in the thing. Well, that one does look like a cylinder though, doesn't it? But it's an uneven type of cylinder. But then again, these trail cameras are just long exposure, so anything that's moving fast is going to look like a cylinder. But that does look more solid. Let's reset. But the thing here is, you see that it's wiggly wobbly, and it's not constantly the same density all the way through, which means that it's motion blurred. And it means that it's something in motion, like wings flapping. But that's the best image that we've got so far. See, I don't like how it's not, if it's going to be a craft, which I doubt very much. But the sides are not symmetrical, right? Looks like it's got bendy. So it's not what we're seeing, that's the artifact. And it's got to be some sort of little bug. This, which one was it? That one. So let's get rid of these other ones. We're going to free up some memory. It's really getting a bit slow. Let's undo that. So it is there. And is it on the last image? Where's the last one? So let's just play the sequence again. Now what we're looking for is over here, and it comes back around. 1:11 p.m. 1:11 p.m. 1:12. Then it goes 1:24. So there's a big gap there, and then 1:32. And then there's 1:19. So why is that out of sequence? And it's not in that one. So that's out of sequence here. 1:32 is the only one that's got really in. And I think it's just a bug. So, let's have a look at that again. You can see here that it's definitely breaking up as it's moving. So it's not a cylinder. So it's got to be something else, right? It's got to be a bug on slow shutter. So anything it can be. Yeah, it's going slow now. Well, it certainly had good eyesight, but that last one was the easiest one to pick out. It's hard to say, really. It'd be interesting to see what the MUFON case was. Yeah. Well, if it's a cigar or cylinder UFO, it certainly looks wiggly woggly, doesn't it? Unless it's one of those solar balloons, right? But a white one. That sort of has wiggly woggly bends in it. But they're normally not made out of white trash bags, but it's possible. I might just put that up for the MUFON guy. See what he reckons. I bet he'll say bug. Yeah. So we'll just save that as reference. And ping. In the wrong place. Damn it. Where's downloads? CPU's mucking up. Downloads, save. And we got an image of it. And I'll keep the original. And I'll post it on Discord and the case number, see what it was closed as. See what the other experts thought it was. And we'll find out next time, I guess. Hopefully. You can look it up for us. And we want to keep that one too. 124, file 6. And the other one's not worth a toss. So yeah, I'll submit that to him on Discord, see if he can look it up for us. And of course the case number, which is in the file, 1110, so we should be right. Anyway, I better wrap up there, guys. Thanks for joining us. Oh, what we got? Yeah, so Joe, we got memberships now. That allows you to get a little badge next to your name to show that you're a supporter of the channel. But also we got these emojis that I made. Pinky. We got Tyler, the hybrids. And we got Dr. Greer with CE5 written down the side, although you probably can't see that. And we got the Men in Black. And we'll probably add more to it, more people that join up as a membership in time, I guess. So anyway, I better wrap up. And I'll catch you tomorrow with Robert. And probably midweek again. So yeah, good night, Charles. So if you're still with us, I don't know. Yeah, you might still be with us. And Charles, oh, Joe's gone, is he? Okay, so just click off then. I think we did pretty good today. Is it coming up? Yep. Do like and share. At least it's something free that people can do to help out. And hopefully you enjoyed what we did today. Tedious stuff, I know. But using that star chart and all that was quite a lot of fun, I guess. It actually worked out this time. Hey JD, you're back with us. I didn't know you were back. Yeah, thanks JD. Welcome to the most hated UFO channel. You know you're doing it right when you're the most hated. But anyway, time to end it.